That was a very flattering intro. Did not expect that. This is my first time at Crossroads. This is amazing. I've been to like 4 breakpoints. This is fantastic. It's great to be here. All right. I'm Chris Osborn. I'm the founder and CEO at Dialect. Let's get started. Blockchains promise to transform how we interact with the internet, breaking down the barriers between products and letting us take action from anywhere. The problem, however, is that crypto UX is still broken. I think we all know this, and we've experienced things like this before. For such an insanely fast-paced industry, the basic pieces of crypto consumer are missing, whether that's timely, relevant notifications, or even the ability to take streamlined actions quickly. For notifications, we literally have no excuse. I don't know how many of you have been liquidated before. This is an obvious technology that the industry needs, and we actually have an amazing product for it, which I'll tell you about in a little bit. But it's actually the streamlined actions that are the harder problem. And part of this is because crypto UX is very complex. There are aspects of how we interact with the blockchain that pose challenges. I know you all know this. Some of the things I'm talking about are that web apps in crypto don't work on mobile phones. You can't connect your wallet from the Safari browser. And as a result, mobile wallets have built embedded browsers, but browsers are complicated products to get right, and so they're not easy to use. And then even if you are a web app, connecting a wallet is not the right interface. Chrome extensions are not how we should be managing, connecting, and switching between wallets. The good news, however, is that the things that make crypto UX terrible today can actually bring incredible new experiences if we throw out our assumptions of how we're supposed to interact with the internet and build something new from the ground up. So today, I'm going to tell you about the Dialect UX stack. This is 2 products. It's blinks and alerts. The alerts let you take action and execute from, at the right time, which is super critical and missing in crypto. And blockchain links let you take action at the right place. And I'm going to challenge your assumption on what that means. So let's start with blockchain links, or blinks. We launched these last year in collaboration with Solana Foundation. At launch, blinks brought crypto into crypto Twitter and let you do all kinds of crazy things with your favorite apps right from tweets on the timeline, whether that's buying meme coins, betting on prediction markets, minting NFTs. It went crazy viral. Pretty magical. It was a pretty remarkable experience. I could kind of see the audience, show of hands, how many people know what blockchain links are? All right, decent. I think it was 10% participation rate with audience hands. But anyway, great, cool stuff. Forget everything that you know about blockchain links. Twitter was an amazing launch tactic. It is not the vision that we have at Dialect for building new internet UX. So blinks are capable of so much more than this, and I'm here today to tell you about those experiences. Blockchain links are the fastest way to integrate experiences and actions from across the blockchain into your product. They're so fast that they're like copy-paste for the blockchain. You literally, it's blockchain link. It is a URL, and you can take that URL for one of these actions, and you can drop it right into your product. So imagine maybe depositing on a lending protocol. Stablecoins are a big thing today, and lots of people are looking for ways to earn yield off of their stablecoins. You can take a blockchain link for a project like Lulo, a lending protocol on Solana, and you can drop that into mobile wallets. You can drop it into centralized exchanges. You can put it even in crypto institutional custodian platforms, and even some sort of Web 2, Web 3 curious projects or platforms like Telegram. And that link will automatically unfurl interfaces that you have a ton of control over and give your users the ability to take the action right in that context. So let me explain a little more about what I mean by this. Huge backpack fan, lads on top. Mobile wallets today, they basically let you do maybe like swap and stake at most. But there's this influx of users coming from the exchanges who are trying to do and want to do more with their crypto. Backpack brought dozens of experiences natively into their mobile wallet using Blinks across DeFi, lending, staking, borrowing, all kinds of things like on-chain identity and SocialFi, prediction markets and betting, all kinds of experiences right into their product. Using blockchain links, those experiences live literally and natively inside of Backpack. So users can browse, discover, and then take a single action on the spot and just never have to leave the app. There's no redirects, no app hops. Last month, Monad launched their testnet, and we collaborated with them. On day one for the testnet launch, on their testnet site, you could mint your first testnet Mon, scroll like half a page down, and right there, without leaving the site, in a single click, you could buy your first meme coins. This was in collaboration with Uniswap, and it was a huge success. I think we were like north of 5% of all testnet transactions on day one. Last one, just because like people love to talk about this stuff, AI agents are grinding to bring experiences and integrate SDKs into their agent kits, because AI agents are only as good as the experiences that you can bring in and that your users can take advantage of. Instead of integrating protocols one at a time, some of the teams, like the Send AI team and the Crossmint Goat team, are using Blinks to bring those experiences in and let their users be able to do things and take action on a variety of protocols infinitely faster. In the last 6 months, we launched Blinks about 10 months ago, but in the last 6 months, when we started measuring, we've seen some incredible results. Over 160 million Blinks have been viewed, over 22 million of them have been interacted with, and over 7 million transactions have been created through the interaction with Blinks. That's pretty cool, but honestly, like, it's just not rocket science to me. This is like a basic consumer premise. The more actions you let your users take and the faster and easier you let them take it, the more they're going to take it. So I think this is just like a really obvious premise of Blinks. These are a variety of different experiences. What's the foundation under the hood? The foundation is that Blinks are just APIs that return transactions. So on the left-hand side here, you have a traditional protocol integration. Not all of them are this bad, but it's still code that you need to figure out and write. That was on the left-hand side, I think I said that. On the right-hand side is the good one. If you put that code inside of a Blink and you put it up at this URL, developers who want to integrate your transaction and your experiences, all they need to do is fetch the transaction from that URL, and you get a transaction ready to sign right out of the box. This is super simple. It's kind of like AWS for transactions, and I think this is going to transform composability and how teams develop and integrate against the blockchain. There's another point, too, which is not all SDKs are terrible. There's actually some great ones out there. We've been building with a ton of them since launch. But what blockchain links do is they create a standard interface. So even for the shorter integrations that need to be done, with blockchain links, you're dealing with a repeatable and predictable way to interact with the blockchain. It's a single, huge database in the sky, and it makes sense that we would have one interface for it. All right, so that's blockchain links. If you're building with them, I hope this is not news to you, and you've already heard this. We've been hammering on this drum for like 6 months. But now I'm going to talk about our other product, which is how you reach your users at the right time, and that's the alert stack. Crypto or otherwise, alerts are among the most precious tools that you have in your consumer toolbox. If you do them right, they can be in your critical path to finding product market fit, and they can support and sustain long-term retention and growth. But you have to do them right. If you don't do them right, it is noise, and it's one of the rare aspects of UX that can actually actively hurt your product. And I think you all know this, but users can literally turn off notifications for you at the operating system level, and then you've lost the line of communication to your users forever. It's an incredibly delicate thing. We've built our alert stack for crypto projects from the ground up, and with it, we can save you a huge amount of time for building and integrating and getting alerts done. We have a single component you can drop into your web app that gets you an out-of-the-box, in-app notification feed of any alerts that you want to send, full self-service user configuration, like what do your users want to hear about so they can choose and customize their topics, as well as seamless automagical delivery to email, Telegram, text message, and some other platforms. What the alert stack lets you do is get started quickly so you can spend more of your time on building great alerts. You can send programmatic notifications like liquidation warnings, trending tokens, portfolio value changes, stuff like that. But you can also use our dashboard, which comes with this alert stack, to craft product and company announcements. This is one of the highest fidelity channels of communication you have with your users, and it's one that's going to build engagement and long-term trust. Our alert stack is used by 150 apps across the Solana blockchain. And since we launched it 3 years ago, this is actually our oldest product, predates Blinks. 1.6 million wallets have been subscribed, and we've sent nearly 100 million notifications. And this is like a pretty deep underestimate of these numbers here. So it's been amazing to see. I know I said we're early. We are actually early, but these numbers are pretty cool. That all said, I have a gripe. And this is that I think email is not enough. It's a noisy channel and it's boring. And we want to see teams do better. So I've got 2 big announcements today. First one that I'd love to share, and this is coming for the first time, you're the first audience to hear it here at Crossroads, is the mobile alert stack. Thank you. It shouldn't actually be like big news, but I don't think there's just a lot of great mobile apps in crypto, and that's like changing right now, and that's what we're so excited about. So in the last few months, we've been redesigning our alert stack from the ground up to support all the same features that you saw before, but now as a set of APIs that can be used cross-platform across React, Swift, Kotlin to deliver the same experience right inside of your mobile app. And with that is also the delivery bundled right alongside with that of native mobile push notifications. Same interfaces, same stack, and you can use this thing to get running, basically up and running in minutes with a mobile native experience. We've been grinding for the last few months with a really big team that's integrating this. This is coming out in the next couple of weeks, but we have the green light to share this here at Crossroads. This is the alpha that you all are hearing first. I'm thrilled to introduce alerts in Jupyter Mobile. How many of you have heard of Jupyter Mobile? Any downloads? Yeah, huge, amazing new mobile product. I think Cash is over there actually, is speaking after me. This is one of the most ambitious new apps in crypto. I use it, and it is insanely fast and snappy, and this team is going nuts. And they know more than so many other projects we've ever worked with that alerts are a huge part of that. So you're going to be getting push notifications directly to your lock screen from Jupyter Mobile, and you're going to have that same amazing in-app feed of alerts. We're starting with the simple basics. We're talking about push notifications for any transactions you want to hear about, swaps, sends, receives, even some other alpha that I don't want Cash to kill me, so I'm not going to talk about it, but like cooler and cooler actual transactions and experiences you can use inside of Jupyter, as well as, and like I said, community, product, and company announcements. The Jupyter team has the most vibrant community in all of Web3, and they're going to be using this as an insanely high fidelity channel to get in touch with their users. I see I have about a minute left, and this is also not a dev stage. I'm a dev, so I wanted to talk through all this. I'm just going to skim it real quick. No joke, in our documentation, there is a quick start guide. You can get from nothing to your first alert integrated into your app in like 15 minutes. This is a massive speed up on development time. We handle all the routing under the hood, including push notifications, email, Telegram, what users have subscribed for and what they haven't. And this is critical to make sure you have the basics and can spend all your time building an amazing experience. And the same thing goes for Blinks. Blinks are just URLs that return transactions, but they also have these UI superpowers where you can automatically build up from the transaction with buttons, input fields, entire forms, and even P2P style social media sharing cards. It's a flexible component kit. That's time. Point is 95% less engineering time. And that means instead of just grinding to build products, you can spend all your time building amazing products. So that's the Dialect UX stack, right time, right place, let your users engage with alerts and blinks. And if you're building something cool, get in touch with us. Thank you.